Grief is not just an emotional wound, it's a testament to the invisible threads that tie us to one another. The intensity of our sorrow mirrors the intensity of our love, revealing a capacity for connection that we might not have fully recognized before. When we lose someone or something dear, grief strips away superficiality, leaving us raw and open to the truth. Love is the heartbeat of existence. It teaches us to cherish fleeting moments, to hold a hand a little longer, to listen a little closer, to say what matters most. In this way, grief becomes a bittersweet gift, expanding our hearts to love more fiercely, more authentically, even amidst the pain. Consider how grief often reorients our priorities. A person who once took a partner's laughter for granted might, after loss, treasure every chuckle from a friend. This heightened awareness is love's legacy, carried forward through grief. The affirmation, "I honor my grief," is an expression of love. It is a powerful reminder that our tears are not a sign of weakness, but a sacred echo of devotion. The sting of grief often comes from our resistance to change, our clinging to what once was. Yet, impermanence is the pulse of the universe. Every breath, every season, every life rises and falls. Grief thrusts this truth into sharp focus, demanding we face the ephemeral nature of all things. It's a harsh lesson, but also a liberating one. When we accept that nothing lasts forever, we're freed to live more fully in the present. A flower's beauty is heightened by its brevity. So too is a life's. This confrontation with impermanence dismantles our illusions of control. We cannot hold the wind or stop the tide, and grief shows us we were never meant to. Instead, it invites us to dance with the flow of life, to savor the now with a reverence we might otherwise overlook. The Buddhist concept of anicca aligns here. Suffering arises from attachment, and peace emerges from letting go. Grief, then, becomes a teacher of presence, urging us to love what is. While it is, there is a raw vulnerability in grief that feels like destruction, but it is also a breaking open. Like a seed splitting to sprout, suffering cracks the shell of our ego, exposing a tender, unguarded self. In this space, we find empathy. We understand others' pain because we've lived it. We find humility. Our illusions of invincibility shatter, and we find connection. Our shared humanity shines through the cracks. This softening is not weakness. It's strength refined. To sit with pain, to hold it without fleeing, is an act of courage. The reflection prompts what has grief opened within me that I didn't know was there. It invites us to explore this alchemy. Perhaps it's a newfound patience, a quiet resilience, or a wellspring of compassion. Suffering reveals what was always latent within us, waiting to bloom. As Rumi wrote, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." Grief's cracks are where our humanity glows brightest. Grief often brings us to a precipice where control slips away. No amount of bargaining, planning, or fighting can undo what's been lost. In this helplessness, the soul speaks. Surrender, not as defeat, but as release. A handing over of our burdens to something greater. This might be God, the universe, or simply the mystery of existence. Surrender is trust in motion, a leap into the unknown with faith that will be held. This act of letting go is deeply spiritual. It echoes the wisdom of traditions like Taoism, which teaches yielding to the flow of life, or Christianity, where surrender to divine will brings peace. In grief's stillness, we hear the whisper, "Be still." It's an invitation to rest in the chaos, to trust that even in pain, there's a thread of meaning weaving through. Surrender transforms grief from a battle into a quiet communion with the divine. Grief often cracks open a window to the eternal, beyond the physical loss. Many sense a continued presence through a dream, a sudden warmth, a meaningful coincidence. These experiences defy logic but resonate with an inner knowing. Love doesn't end with death. The body may fade, but the essence and the soul endures. This intuition aligns with countless spiritual traditions, from reincarnation in Hinduism to the afterlife in Abrahamic faiths. This chapter offers comfort and mystery. The mantra, "I trust in the eternal journey of the soul," anchors us in that trust. Grief becomes a bridge, not a wall, between the seen and unseen. It whispers that our loved ones are not lost, but transformed, and that our connection to them transcends time and space. This perspective doesn't erase the pain, but it infuses it with hope, suggesting that every goodbye is also a see you later. Grief is a crucible. It burns away the trivial, leaving only what's essential. In its fire, we're reshaped, stronger, wiser, more attuned to our soul's calling. This transformation isn't linear or predictable. It's a slow unfolding. We might discover resilience we didn't know we had, or a purpose born from our pain, perhaps helping others through their grief, or living more boldly in honor of those we've lost. This is grief's alchemy, turning leaden sorrow into golden growth. It's not that the pain disappears, it's that we grow around it, integrating it into a richer, more compassionate self. Like a tree bearing scars yet standing tall, we emerge changed, more awake, more alive. Grief initiates us into a deeper way of being, where love, loss, and meaning intertwine. To see grief as a teacher is to reclaim its power. It's not a punishment, but a passage of sacred rite of the soul. It proves we've dared to love, to live, to feel. By listening to its lessons, we turn suffering into a catalyst for awakening. This doesn't mean the pain vanishes. It means we learn to carry it with grace, letting it guide us toward light. Your grief is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter, written with soul, love, and light are a beacon. They remind us that grief, though heavy, is also holy. It's a call to deepen, to heal, and to rise anew. If this video resonated, share one way you're healing your inner child in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and connect with our heart-centered community.